Back here on SportsLine, that national championship game last night goes down to the final shot. That's about as good as you can hope for, right? It has been a pretty good run for national championship games, except for last year. Last year was all Baylor, ruining the perfect season for Gonzaga, but we've had some good games here lately. Chris Jenkins, buzzer beater. Last night's game coming down to the wire. We've had some good games in recent years for the national championship. Last night, certainly one of those games, and it was Kansas with that record comeback in the second half. Down by 15 at the break, 40-25. Down by 16 late in the first half. Kansas outscores North Carolina 47-39 in the second half to win. David McCormick with the big bucket late, and they were able to play defense. Again, I would have fouled, but they were able to play defense at the end. Here are some of the Jayhawks after the game at the podium reacting to the fourth national championship in school history.
I would say, I said this a couple days ago in media, with a group of guys as experienced as this and that have been around and know each other so well, it's kind of hard to see us get rattled. And I think we bounced back at halftime. Coach had a great message for us, and he challenged us to be better and to have more pride, and we did that.
Next question is going to be.
It's just, it was a big play, and it shows how much trust Coach and my teammates have in me. Coach called the play and said that we're going to throw it inside, and, we have trust in you and faith in you for you to deliver and get us a basket. And I really, I just prevailed, and I made the basket happen. I appreciate them for allowing me to have that opportunity. You got that?
I think we're probably all a little overwhelmed and spent, and I don't know that I've ever had a team flip the script like we have probably in the NCAA tournament, whether it be Miami in the Elite Eight or whether it be this game. But be special to win regardless. But to win when your team had to fight and come back the way they did and show that much grit makes this one off the charts. I thought this would be good, and this is a heck of a lot better than I thought it would be.
I mean, it's awesome. When you win a national championship, it's awesome anytime, as Bill Self just said there. But to do it in the manner they did is something that they're absolutely never going to forget. And those types of comebacks, those things are galvanizing for you and galvanizing for your group, and they bring an already close group, an already championship group, even closer together. And to do it on that stage is something people will remember forever. So congrats to Kansas. Fourth national championship, first since 2008. Second title for old Coach Self there. He's certainly a Hall of Famer. Going to go down in the Kansas record books for sure. And when you think about North Carolina, how close it was that Hubert Davis led that team as an 8th seed to a national championship in his first year as a head coach, it's really remarkable. That team lost 9 games before last night. That by itself isn't a crazy number or a number that you wouldn't respect necessarily. But when you dig deeper into the losses, 6 of those 9 losses came by 13 points or more. They lost by nearly 20 to Pitt, lost by 20 at home to Duke, lost by 26 to Miami. I mean, this was a team that was not good for a big chunk of the season. And somehow in late February, Hubert Davis and that group of guys, and they were talented. There's no question about that. That was never the issue with this North Carolina team. But somewhere in late February, they kind of figured things out. And they go into Cameron Indoor Stadium, and they ruin the final night there for Mike Krzyzewski by winning on their rival's floor. Then after a rough loss in the ACC tournament, they played their best basketball in the NCAA tournament. 8th seed upset the defending national champions Baylor in round 2. Move on through the region. Get to the Final Four, where for the first time ever we have a matchup of Duke and North Carolina. And the Tar Heels do it to Coach K again. They end his career in the semifinals. No storybook ending for Coach K. And then it looked for all the world North Carolina had it won in the first half last night with the way they were playing. They were awesome, absolutely awesome. And while they didn't get it done, it was absolutely remarkable to see what this team accomplished, given where they came from. To have the struggles they had early in the season and keep it all together with a first-year head coach in Hubert Davis, and to find your way through that entire postseason gauntlet that they went through. Because remember, they were an 8 seed. They were playing essentially a toss-up game in the first round of the NCAA tournament. And they won it, going away. I mean, they were the much better team on the floor in that game. And they just kept going. And going and going and going and going all the way until the second half of last night when Kansas turned it on and had their own magical run. But it was remarkable what Kansas was able to do, or excuse me, what North Carolina was able to do. And Hubert Davis and the guys last night at the podium with their disappointment of how things went in the second half and falling just short in the national championship game when it looked like they were headed for a 7th national title for Carolina Blue.
Yeah, I mean, the last 24 hours, probably 15 of them, it was me just trying to, get my ankle better. And Doug Halverson and Jonas Aration, they did a great job of just preparing me for this moment. I mean, right before the game, I really couldn't even jump, and then that's why I kind of went back, and we just kept trying to take a crack at it, and they didn't give up. And luckily, I mean, I was able to play 38 minutes.
Up front on the right side.
I mean, I don't think it was any difficulty. I mean, we all really wanted to win. We came this far, and this was a huge goal for us, was to just hang up a banner. And, we just really wanted to win, and I really wouldn't let anything stop us from, getting to that point. And it didn't go the way we wanted, but, I mean, I was fine.
In the center of the room.
It hurts for us to get this far and come up short like this, everything we went through. But, the positive thing is I wouldn't want to go through this with anybody else.
We have 2 questions.
My desperation for them to have those experiences in a Carolina uniform was very important for me. And I was very thankful that I feel like this year they were able to have they were able to have a number of experiences that they could grab on and to lean on and to smile about. The thing that I shared with them in the locker room is along the way, as they were experiencing it, they were giving me more stories and testimonies and memories by just having a front row seat to be around them. And so I said before that, I can't remember a time in my life where I should be disappointed, but I'm just filled with so much pride. I'm so proud of these guys, of what they have done for themselves individually as a team, the way that they have represented our university, this program, our community. I can't ask for them to do any more than what they have done, and I am extremely proud of each one of them.
Nothing to hang your head about if you are North Carolina. Remarkable postseason run for the Tar Heels and a bright future ahead, I think, for all of those players that did so well this postseason, and for Hubert Davis, 51 years old, first season as a head coach, only had a couple of seasons on the bench there with Roy Williams. Now he takes over one of the most storied programs in college basketball and winds up one shot short in the national championship game to end his first season. It is remarkable what he did, and I think you can expect big things ahead for Hubert Davis and that North Carolina program. When we come back, we'll talk more college basketball. A huge honor coming up for a guy that we love around these parts, a coach that you know well, a legend in his own right, enjoying retirement, but with another big honor on the horizon coming up Friday night. We'll get to that when we come back. This is SportsLine on News Channel 5+.